All right, beautiful people, I'm back with new pattern type. Here are some of the example of new pattern type. So as usual, we are going to look at the first one, and if you are following me really well, then you know if you can complete the first one, you will be able to solve rest of the examples here, okay? So let's try to understand how we are going to complete the first one. Here I'm going to copy this one and paste it so that we can follow the first one really well, okay? So let's see here what we're doing based on the user input. So user gives us the row numbers as usual, and for that we will run a loop, the outer one, and it will be same. And of course, you know that so far I've been like using this program for many pattern type already. Okay, so this is something should be well known to you. So we are going to focus only for the number of rows and how we're going to print spaces or columns, something like that. Okay. So let's come back again here and try to understand this pattern really well. So what I'm planning to do here, I'm going to create few rows based on the user input. So if the user give us three number of rows, three, in this case, we need to create three rows. Okay, so let's do that here. Now I have three rows, as you can see, and let's say this is row one, and then I have row two, and then I have row three here. Okay, fair enough. And then you can see there are a few values we have. We have 1, 2, 3. Let me just put it like that. And then we have 1, 2, and finally we have 1 here. Okay. Now, if you divide them into three columns, just to make things a little bit more clear to you. So let's say this is C1, and this is C2 and C3. Now, probably you're getting some ideas how basically this one is created, how this pattern is created. So you can see for the first row, there is no space on the left side. But for the second row, there is one space. For the third row, there are few space. We have two spaces there, right? And then printing the numbers, something we have done earlier. We know how to print, these numbers. We have done similar kind of pattern already. So let's see, how can we do that? First of all, you need to understand how you're going to print the spaces. So in order to print the space, let's try to understand how many space we are going to print for the first one, only one. How many we're going to print for the second row, we are printing one space. How many we are printing for the third row, we are printing two space. So if you just focus really well here, the space number depends on the row number. And then what we can do, if you say row minus one, then it can help us to find out the spaces. So for the first row, we know the row number is 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0, so there is no space. For the second row number is 2, 2 minus 1 will be 1, so there will be one space. For the third row, 3 minus 1 will be 2, so we will have two spaces. So we are going to run one loop for printing the spaces, and just like before, there will be one more loop just for printing the numbers. So let's do that. Here, what we will do, just like the last example, we have row minus 1 to print the spaces. Fair enough. Now let's see how can we print the numbers, something we have done earlier. For the first row, we need to print three numbers. For the second row, we need to print two numbers. For the third row, we need to print one numbers. And how we have done that earlier, if you recall, we have done something like this. Number of rows minus r and then plus 1. This was our formula for printing the numbers. So here, try to understand, of course, the initial value of row numbers, or always it will be 3, because if the user give 3, so definitely it's going to be 3 here. Then 3 minus 1 for the first row, it will be 2 plus 1, then it's going to be 3. So we are going to run 3 times, and then we're going to print something. For the second row, it will be 3 minus 2. That means in the end, it's going to be 1. 1 plus 1 will be 2. That means the loop will run 2 times, and then we're going to print 1, 2. For the third row, it will be 3 minus 3, that means 0, and plus 1, which will be, in the end, 1. So we need to run 1 time the column, and we can print that. So this is something we have used earlier, nothing new. Let's go back. We are going to, use that formula here, n minus row plus 1. And we're going to print the column. That should be all. So let's see whether it does work. I'm going to compile and run it, and I'm going to show you. So here I want to clear it before doing anything else. So let me do that. Clear it well, and now I'm going to run it again. So enter the number of rows. Here I'm going to give 3. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1. It is working completely fine. Now, if you want to add more spaces, you know that's something we have done earlier. I'm going to add, let's say after the number, I want to add some space. So if you add some space here after the numbers, then definitely you need to add more space, one more space here. Because each time if there is a number having space, that means you need to add more space to separate the numbers. Okay, so now we're going to compile and run it, and then we'll see whether it does work. Here I'm going to give, let's say, 5, and there you go, it's working completely fine. Hopefully you got the concept how I have done this one. Now you can move on with other examples. So here you can take as challenge, and I'm sure you will be able to complete the rest of them, and you know the format of all of them, because in order to print the rows you have already outer loop, which is will be always same. So outer loop is going to be same always. In order to print the space, of course we have the loop already, and it's going to be always same. And then let's come back again. In order to print the column numbers, again this loop will be always same, but now the only changes will come every time is here, and I'm sure you will be able to get what you want to do. So for an example here, let me just copy paste this one. Sorry. So let's say we want to complete this for an example. So in this case, we're printing all the numbers like 333 for the first row, then 22, then 1. So of course, what we can do here, each time we can print 33, then 22, then 1, 1. Now, how can we get this 33, 22, 1, 1 each time? What we can do here, based on the n minus row plus 1, because we know that first time it will be 3, so we need to run 3 times. Then number of column will be 2, we need to run 2 times. So we can print this. I'm going to copy entire thing and paste it here. Let's run it and let's see whether it does work. Here I'm going to give row numbers 5, and you can see it's working as the way we expected. So this is working completely fine, right? Let me just copy this part because I'm going to take this one as example for my documentation. Okay, so just copy paste, that's all. Next thing, what do I want to do? Let's move on with the next example. We can solve few more. So let's say you want to deal with this, or maybe this one. So when how this one is working, of course, we're dividing by 2 and we're just finding the modulus. So if it is an even number, we're going to print 0. If it is odd, we're going to print 1. That should be all. So here, number of columns, or the value that we have, we are going to divide with the modulus. Again, maybe I can keep the entire one here. Okay, so again, I'm going to compile and run just to show you how things are working here. Let's say if I give 5, right now we have all the numbers, right? So the only thing I need to do this time is just divide these numbers with modulus 2. So let me just copy and paste. Actually, let's put them inside a parenthesis, and let's add the modulus in the end. And let me just show you what I have done here. So everything is divided by 2 and we're looking for the remainder. Okay, again, as I said, I will just copy paste a few more things for my next example or documentation real quick. Just a moment, I'm going to copy and paste. All right, fair enough. Now let me run it and let me show you whether it does work or not. So compile and run. And if this time, if I give, let's say 3, you can see it's working completely fine. All right, so hopefully you got the concept here, how basically I'm completing all of them, and I'm sure you can complete the rest of them from here.